guys! What's up world? Welcome to another online session! Grabe na talaga ang layo na nang inabot ng ating online session. So syempre Davao City na tayo, Davao region na tayo, nakapunta na tayo ng Baguio, nakapunta na tayo ng Australia sa online sessions na ito. And this time, we will continue to explore the Philippines dahil hahanapin po natin ang mga maraming inspiring stories of our netizens, ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino. And today is another special online session because isang beauty queen turned surfer ang makakasama natin. And I know she is very familiar to everyone, especially sa Davao region. So guys, let's welcome MJ De Castro. Hi, MJ!
Hi!
Kumusta ba si MJ during the quarantine season?
Good. A little bit crazy, but good.
Yes. O, diba, si MJ is very fresh. Thank you very much, MJ, for this opportunity. I know very busy si MJ pag sa iyang mga kaganapan sa buhay. So, MJ, ikaw ba, let's start first with your, before ta mag-story amang good about your life in the island na for sure curious kay ang tanan, especially now na ang ato ang mga hearts is kanang kaadtuon na gid kaayo sa mga dagat. So before we talk about your island life, balikan sa nato gamay ang imuhang journey as a beauty queen. So si MJ sana all muagi sa face atong life na maging beauty queen. So ikaw ba, MJ, ang imuhang pagiging beauty queen ba is by accident ba na siya, or dream good nimo, or someone influenced you or invited you?
Basically, I've heard of Binibining Davnor before, pero giadto ko sa balay sa akong mga old bosses from the city. Dito ko nag-work dati. They wanted me to join. At first, I was so hesitant kaya it was so out of my personality. Wala ko nahilig sa pageants before. But reality calls. I needed the money because it was huge. The prize was huge. It was such a big opportunity. And so it took quite a while for me to decide, but ultimately I said yes. And I've had a pageant background before, like siguro first year high school, mga anak good, pero wala gid na ako nakita akong sarili as someone na kariron ang pageants. Kasi throughout college, mas nag-focus ko sa ako ang pagka-photographer or magtabang sa mga films. So, dili na gid ko anad na ako ang in front sa camera.
Yes. Ikaw ang maging subject.
Yes. So it was something very, very new for me, but still, it was such a nice experience.
So from Binibining Davnor, gi-take po nimo ang imuhang chance sa Binibining Pilipinas. So how was the experience po ba na from competition syempre sa Davao del Norte? Grabe ang pag-level up because this time it's Binibining Pilipinas. Did you expect na ma-appeal ka sa 40 official candidates?
It was, how do I put this? It was so unexpected. Like, if you would tell me 5 years ago that I would have joined Binibining Pilipinas, I would laugh. As in, like, what, Binibining Pilipinas? Are you serious? Like, it was a dream that I never knew I had because I was interested in pageants. I was watching pageants on TV, but I never saw myself as one of the girls. When I joined Binibining Pilipinas, it was unexpected, but it was such an awesome experience. I learned a lot, and I was exposed to a scene na, wala ako'y background ani before, but suddenly I'm pushed into the limelight and I have to make the most out of it. So it was really nice.
Yes. So, unsa pod kaya ang one advice from your sister, beauty pageant sister, na until now, dili nimo makalimtan or gina-carry gihapon nimo sa imong mind and sa imong heart?
So, when I joined Binibining Pilipinas, I met Ate Jessa again. We already knew each other back in college kasi namin mga photo shoots together, ginashoot na ko siya ana. And then she was already exposed to the industry because it was her third time joining Binibining and it was my first time and I really need guidance. So, giingnan ko niya na just don't forget what you want. And it may seem like a very straightforward, simple advice, but it made sense at that time. Kay, when you're joining a pageant, especially on the national level, you have so many people telling you what to do left and right. Like the mamas, the mentors will be telling you have to walk this way, dress this way, act this way, pose like this. On anak good. So ako murag, in time, I lost track of how I wanted people to see me. And Ate Jessa reminded me of that. She told me never to forget how you want to be perceived as. Do not be afraid to say no. Kasi you know yourself better than anybody else. If you think something doesn't look good on you, then say no. And ultimately, that's what I did. I remember I had the fitting for my initial gown for Binibini, and it was... I just didn't like it. I didn't feel confident in it. And then when I talked to the other girls, they encouraged me na, alam mo, if you don't feel confident in it, you should change your gown. And I was so afraid to tell the mentors about it because, they looked for a designer for me and the gown was made for free. But I ended up calling my handler back in the province, si Ate Michelle, and I told her, can you find a local designer to help me make a gown in this short period? And she did. She found Mark Sayad, who made a beautiful gown for me, who considered my input. That was the most important part because it's like so hard in the national level when you're still a nobody. Like,
yes.
Not everyone would listen to you. Like,
parang you are not allowed also to say no.
You're not allowed. Like, of course, people will tell you can say no, but it takes guts to say no,
Yes, in reality, it's really different to say no, especially pag like veterano na or marami na sila na-produce na mga alaga din.
Yes, it's so hard. And I'm thankful for them, for their insight, because it's super helpful, man. But at the end of the day, I will be the one walking that stage. And people will remember me. So I have to be confident. I have to make sure that I did everything that I could to make the most out of that night.
Exactly. And thank you very much for carrying Davao del Norte well during the competition. Because, diba, even it doesn't necessarily need na madaog ka or magka-crown ka para maging proud ang imuhang mga tao na nag-carry or mga taga Davao del Norte nag-carry nimo during the competition, but it's how you represented them well. You did your best, and siguro during that time dili lang yun pa siya meant for you because you are meant for something different and something big sa imuhang life. O diba, andar? Feeling beauty queen mang good ko MG.
And you know what's more? Kasi it's such a different experience to see someone on television who came from the same place as you did. Like, I was the first one to represent Davao del Norte for Binibining Pilipinas. And can you imagine like all the girls that would have said, oh my God, she did it. That means I can do it too. And maybe someday we'll win the crown. So, ganun.
Yes. Oo. Parang you will really serve as an inspiration na isa sa mga legacy na imuhang ibilin as a representative of Davao del Norte sa national competition na if she did it, kaya po na ko ni siya in God's perfect time, and whenever you feel you're ready and you're meant for that, in time, paabot lang yun po ka na ana. Kaabot ka sa ana na point sa imuhang life and sa imuhang career. So, moving forward, after sa journey ni MJ, sa Binibining Pilipinas and Binibining Davnor and sa Davao region, she decided to move in a different place or kumbaga home away from home. So before that, MJ, do you believe ba sa panultihon na no man is an island?
Of course I do. Since bata pa ta, ginaingnan natin sa atong mga ginikanan na, yo, go make friends sa school or, and growing up, you kind of realize that you can never make it in life alone. You always need the help of someone, whether you're asking questions or you need help with something. Almost every successful person I know attributes their success to someone else. And we have to realize that we're not just ourselves, we're a product of everyone that we encounter along the way. So of course, no man is an island, yun.
Oh, correct. Tama gid si MJ. Most of us really ina-consider na to ang atong success dili lang tungod kay kita lang, but we are guided or gitabangan ta og isa ka tao or a member, even our parents, to reach that that success sa to ang life. So speaking of island, si MJ guys moved in La Union last year. So kumbaga layo na gid kaayo siya sa Davao del Norte. So what made you decide ba, MJ, to leave the city and live in the island?
Well, even before, I've put this dream on hold twice already, like to live sa Daplin sa dagat just so I could surf. First, I gave it up right after I graduated when I took an office job. And then second, I gave it up when I won the crown for Binibining Davao del Norte. And then, in time, na-realize na ko na this is enough. Like, I remember back in my old job, I would dread the weekdays. And then, gina-countdown na ako na until Friday. Friday, I would come into the office with a big bag on my back. Nanaan na dito ako mga weekend essential.
Ay, mabiyahe na.
5 p.m. on the dot, I would leave the office, take a tricycle terminal. Kuya Mati, go, let's go. As in, eager yun kaayo ko. Tapos, medyo, na-realize na ko in time ba na kanang kapoy naman magunani. Why should I live a life na I only look forward to the weekends when I could support myself living in the island or in a beachside town, Mount Anagod. And so I did it. I took the leap right after I finished all my commitments, right after I finished Binibining Pilipinas, because it was something I needed to finish. Mm-hmm. And so I made my dream come true to finally live in a beachside town.
Pero ikaw ba, niabot po ba ka sa point na before pushing that dream, daghan kag hesitations na ay mahadlo ko mag-live alone or mahadlo ko na basig mali ning akong pilion na decision. I have a work here na nakoy trabaho diri ko ba naka-plus-star na ako sa akong career, and then biyaan ako siya tanan to start a new life na for sure dili pod uncertain pod ka sa sugod na what will happen to you in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Actually, when I quit my job the first time, yung first job na ako, I just came from a whole week sa Mati. Tapos, as in, wala ko kabalo. Like, pag abot na kong balay, nagdiretso draft resignation letter effective within the week. And then, in hindsight, it was such a stupid move. Like, I was so young. I didn't have any savings. I didn't know what my plan was. But it worked out. And siguro, because it worked out, that gave me confidence. When I finally left Davnor, medyo wala kayo ko'y worries. I knew that I could make it work. I knew that as long as I was gonna be happy, as long as I was gonna be able to support myself, I can make the most out of this kind of life. So wala kayo ko'y hesitations, wala kayo ko'y worries. Ang ako alang na worry kay mamiss na ako kung mama, but yes, she understands this kind of life, na she's very supportive of me. So I'm very fortunate.
What makes life ba different kung nakakadara sa dagat? Or like every morning you wake up na ang makita nimo is ang dagat, and then you sleep at night hearing the waves, the sound of the water.
It's so different. Good kaayo. When I lived back in the city, everything was moving so fast. Tapos here it's like everything is so slow. Nobody is rushing you. You wake up and maupag yun ang medyo funny, because whenever I was in the city, I would wake up super late, like maybe like 11 or even 2 p.m. on the weekends. But here, I wake up so early. I make up the most of my day and get attuned more with my body. So I listen to what my body says. I eat healthier now. I meditate. I exercise. Mga una good. So kanat na little things na ang nakaparealize sa ako to take care of my body is living by the sea. And most importantly, I realized na, dili ni siya, sa una magod, di ba, pag magbakasyon ka sa isa ka lugar, the way you see that place is parang, bakasyonan, I will be here once a month, ana. But this made me realize na this is not just a bakasyonan, this is a home for people.
Yeah, like, you found your home. You found your home there. Pero was there a point po ba, MJ, that naisip po nimo na nagmahay ka sa imuhang decision to move there and live your life sa Davao del Norte?
You know what? a lot of times, like, parang naapoy mga thoughts na ana, especially when I see my friends hanging out without me, or even like I get like little bits of jealousy with my friends who climb up the corporate ladder. But like I remind myself, you chose to live this kind of life. You have friends here, and it would be crazy if I would stay in the office all the time, which is what happened to me before. So I welcome those thoughts still. Like I never try to deny those thoughts. I never try to block them off because it's healthy. Like ang mga thoughts ni mo naon ana is just part of you being human. So kato.
Exactly. So kani MJ, paunsa pa ba nag-start ang imuhang love sa surfing? Because diba, imagine your love and passion for surfing really brought you to a different place na kumbaga outside na yun kaya siya sa mong comfort zone na diba like kita na atay passion or hobby na ginabuhat na to na dili ma-expense or dili ma-compromise ang ato ang like pamuyo or ato ang trabaho, but ikaw you really stepped out of your comfort zone and followed your passion.
Well, for me, surfing didn't really started out as something that I wanted to do. In fact, the first time I tried it, marag, okay, lingaw siya, but like, would I do it again? Not really. Marag na good. But when I stayed in Mati for a long time, all my friends would leave me because they would surf. Like, ako lang isa mabilin sa hammock area, kaya sila tanan mag-surf. And so, I went to the surf spot. First, video ako, or kanang katawaan na ako sila pag ma-wipe out sila. And then, they encouraged me to start surfing. And along the way, I don't know at which point, but I fell in love with the sport. Like, I'm not the best surfer. I'm not even that good, but as long as you're having fun, and that's the beauty of surfing kasi, like, it doesn't matter if you're not good, if you can't pop up, or if you wipe out all the time, as long as you're having fun. That's the magic of it. You don't have to be a pro surfer to realize its benefits or to realize its amazing appeal.
OMG, as in MJ, kasi ako, before this whole lockdown thing, the last place na akong nabisita kay Siargao. And then, syempre, dili mo yun, di ba, kompleto yung Siargao experience if dili ka makatry og surf. Tapos ako, I'm the type of a traveler na pabebe, the relaxed side ko. Dili ko sa adventure side. It is only a surfer na na-meet na mo. Actually, gukod niya. And then, iyahang friend nga, modo to siya ang surfer nga nagtudlo ila Erich while filming the movie Siargao dito. So, maulant akong reason na kanang mugo ko sa surfing na late na po ako na-realize na tinuon pud ba kaya ang iyang giingon na siya gid ang nag-train kay Erich during that time. So, kato, gitry na ko ang pag-surf. So, gitry na ko ang pag-surf. Tapos dito na, at sa sugod, syempre ka nang, like ako, dili ko physical activities type of a person. So, naglisod yun ko, pabebe, pa-girl. So, ka nang maglisod og tindog. But then, along the way, na ka nang all throughout that 1-hour training, makarealize po ka ba na ka nang mag-enjoy ka and at the same time, dili ka gusto na mahuman ng imuhang 1 hour na dili ka katindog sa muhang surfing board. Tapos, after that, parang pangitaon na nimo siya, na kanang mag-long na ka sa next time na pod na maka-surf ka and like seeing those surfers. Tama si MJ na bisag, you don't need to be a pro level good kaayo sa imong pagiging surfer. Kanang kumbaga, lahi ang magic, yes.
Lahi ang magic.
Lahi ang magic.
We call it the stroke.
Correct. Oo, di ba? Na ay magic na kanang sakit siya sa lawas, guys, yes. Pero the fulfillment sa mong heart and sa mong mind na kanang you did it or nalingaw kasi mo kinabuhat. Gusto na lang pod good ka, whole day mo na siyang imuhang buhaton. So sana all na yung mga anak na opportunities.
Pero diba, like you see this pattern in every surf town, people from the city who left their jobs to live a simpler life. Yes. I'm just part of those people.
So how is your life there ba sa La Union, MJ? Naka-adjust na ba ka? Or kanang na-accept na nimo or na-adopt na nimo ang culture pod sa mga locals. Tira na syempre in a way different pod. Bisan musulti ka na syempre naalang ta sa Pilipinas tanan, pero for sure na ay culture ang mga tao dira na different pod gyud sa imong naanda na culture sa Davao del Norte.
Actually, it took a long time for me to adjust gyud diri. Siguro partly because dili gid ko anad mag-Tagalog.
Okay.
It's so awkward for me to speak Tagalog, and like ma-conscious gid ko. That was even my experience when I stayed in Manila for my training sa Binibining. Like, I would rather speak English than Tagalog, kay awkward gid siya for me. And so kato, like, and so mao to maglisod ko mag-make og friends tungod ana, pero like in time medyo naging comfortable ko. I met people na gi-welcome ko sa community, and that's like the beauty of living in a surf town or living in La Union. It's such a small community, like it's more of like a family than a town. Kaila ang tanan sa everyone, and everyone looks out for you. Kanang di ko na siya ma-explain, pero mura siya pamilya, we work as one unit na everyone looks out for each other.
Na bisag everyday mo magkita, di ba, kanang the next day, i-look forward nimo na makita sila, i-look forward ka nila na makita kanila the next day. Saya, it's like an inclusive community, di ba, dara sa island. So,
yes, here in LU, parang we get the best of both worlds. Kasi I don't like kanagong super loud cities, ana. Pero sometimes, of course, I crave like makitagdagan people every once in a while, you know. And so here in La Union, so we mostly get the weekdays amo-amo lang. So the establishments kami lang sa lineup, ana. And then on the weekdays, it starts on Friday. It becomes a whole different city. Like, ang road, may siyang parking lot, tapos ang line sa mga bus. Like,
ang mga taga-syudad mo, mag-weekend getaway na sa LU.
Yeah, so like, in a way, we have the best of both worlds. Like, if you want to party, we can do that on weekends. But if you just want to chill, like, have some me time, ana, you have all the weekdays to do it good.
Hala, uy, kanang marag ka. Doon naman hinuon ko sa La Union. Why not? Pohon. When all of this is over, why not? La Union sa bucket list. To close this, MJ, I know different ang ako ang na sa imo, na advice sa imo, but I want to make it this way. Kasi, all throughout the conversation, pinaka na-amaze ko kay MJ in a way nga, kanang nag-step out yun siya sa iyang comfort zone. Di-follow niya ang desire, ang gusto sa iyang heart. Although kabalo siya sa iyang heart na ay posibilidad na dili ko mag-succeed ani, na ay posibilidad na mag-fail ko ani, or na ay posibilidad na the moment mo adto ko dara nga lugar, di na ko ma-achieve ang contentment that I am longing. But karon, MJ, you are, I believe, in a position sa imong life na you are so contented, you are happy, and you couldn't ask for anything. So there are so many people karon, MJ, especially ng mga youngsters na sila gusto sa ilang heart pero dili nila kayang i-follow because ginaberas sila sa ilahang fear, ginaberas sila sa ilahang hesitations na what if, kanang mga what if na mubira sila, what if di ko mag-succeed, what if di ko supportan sa akong parents, what if di ko mabuhi dito, what if di ko makapangita og trabaho. So what is your word of advice for those people na like you, gusto nilang mo step out sa ilahang comfort zones?
Ako mayroon sa ilaha, kay fear is so normal. Dira ka mahadlok kung dili na ka maka-feel og fear, diba? Like, whatever imong sudlan sa life, normal maka-fear o maka-feel o kahadlok. Pero ako maingon sa inyo is like, be concerned about things na makontrol nimo. So for example, gusto ka mag-live og island life. Unsang imong makontrol, ana? You have to look for a job na masustain ka. Dili nimo makontrol ang thoughts sa imong mga tita or tito or imong mga silingan na maingon, sayang kayo yung potential, nakagraduate unta pero nagpuyo ra sa island, ana. You can't control those. What you can control is how you feel ug ang imong mga efforts to, to finally achieve what you want. So kato.
Correct. Have courage to really follow your heart. I mean, siguro sa culture manggod nato na very kaita ka na conscious kaayo ta with what other people will tell us. Especially pag naanay pressure from our family members or from our close friends na like ato, tama tong gingon ni MJ na ingnan ka sa ubang tao na kasayang sa imuhang na-achieve na dere para mo downgrade ka dira nga lugar. So kanadagan pa kay wala kay ma-achieve dira nga lugar kay naa ka sa imong peak dere. So nganong muhawa pa man ka dere, di ba?
Yes, success is relative. What is successful for you may not be the idea of success for the people around
you.
But they don't matter. It's your life, diba? Do you want to be 50 years old and look back on your 20s and think na, shit, sayang, wala ko nag-corporate job or wala ko nag-travel. Diba, lain kayo siya na thought.
Correct. Follow your heart. At least, as long as, para lang sa ako, MJ, as long as suportado ka sa imuhang parents, kiber na sa isulti sa ubang tao. So, kumbaga, we need to have courage to follow our hearts na at the end of the day, ko para pod yun ta, if we are meant to be on that place or to take this path, diba? God will really lead us or will find a way for us to be there.
It's
diba?
True.
Parehas lang. MJ, si Dax, parehas sampod ko daw kay Cinderella, di ba? Na siya kontrabida nga tita, tapos na siya mga stepsisters, pero gi-follow niya, she took courage and be kind daw. Mo doon ang advice sa godmother ni Cinderella sa iya. Sana all maging Cinderella. Alright, so syempre MJ, ikaw na island girl namang good kayo, early considered an island girl. And we are all curious, how do you maintain food bag in inyong skin? Especially like almost every day, katong sa old normal na nag-surf mo, syempre ma-expose mo sa init. And then diba, I don't know if I'm correct, pero like makaitom daw yun ang kanang tubig dagat. So ikaw, how do you maintain food bag imuhang at least maging healthy lang imuhang skin?
Ako, I learned to strip it down to the basics na. So, I wash my face in the morning. I apply sunscreen. Sinagi ko yung mga hairs ng sunscreen.
pero ikaw, ba kay particular sa kanang mga sunblock and sunscreen na like, di ba na yung mga 50 50
The regular sunscreen I use, I think this is 50. Even when I don't go out of the house, I still wear sunscreen. All the time, every morning.
Okay. So, bisag wala kay activities outside.
I still wear sunscreen. Tapos, when I surf, that's a different
consistency.
Thing. Kanang imong mapalit sa like Watsons or mga pharmacies, it won't work in the water. And so, I use a zinc stick. So, kani akong gina-use. It's water resistant. Tapos, ang problem sa akong skin is naga-hypopigmentation ko. So, this prevents that. Tapos, dili po ko ma-sunburn. Miskin ako pa oras na nasa tubig. And at night, to nourish my skin na lang. Kay siyempre, nakakaadlaw, nasa dagat, battered, good kaayo yung mong skin.
Correct.
I use this cream, night cream 3, which is collagen. Parang to replenish lang. And then, I've stopped using lotions already. Instead of lotion.
So di na ka naga-lotion.
I use coconut oil na.
Okay.
My skin feels more moisturized and relaxing kaayo ang scent for me. Like, I feel na dili kaayo siya mag-dry. So, kato. That's my skincare.
Taray. Oh my. In fairness, gidi ay kung dugay ni mo tan-awon gid sa screen si MJ, she really looks like Liza Soberano kadugayan. I must agree with MJ. Kinatanaw ti ka karon sa monitor ay nagadugay kasi tanaw sa muha. Yes, mo agree ko Liza Soberano.
Thanks, Dai.
Correct. Oo, tama gyud ay ang mata ni Dax Daddy when he told me na mura kag si Liza Soberano.
Sure, pero tong college, damak-damak pa baya ako.
So, MJ, kung ikaw si Liza din sa La Union, kinsa po di mo ang Enrique Hill?
Kung ayaw, dari at bang na ako, pero tayo siya.
Sana all like Enrique Hill ay nako magtuon na gid ay ko mag-surf. Okay, sige, goal na ako this year ang pag-surf. Ito MJ, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So if na ay mga makakitaan ni MJ na interested po to ask for your help, pag mo ko sila dira sa La Union, asa ba kanila pwede i-follow sa mga social media account?
If you need advice on where to go, what to see, where to eat in La Union, I can help you. Just message me on my Instagram at MJ Shaka. And, I try to be very helpful with, especially Davaoenos who visit La Union.
Yes. And matabangan po ba daw mo MJ makakitawag Enrique Hill po dira sa LU?
Oh my God, ang pala.
Thank you very much, MJ, for this opportunity. Thank you very much. Ang Liza Soberano ng LU. Oh, guys, thank you so much, MJ. And guys, don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Let's Kenn TV, and on YouTube, Kenn TV. Thank you very much, guys. Pinaka-takeaway na ko kay MJ is that find courage good to follow your heart. Na moabot ang time na, kumbaga ayaw paabuti ang time nga pag nanaka sa point na dili na nimo kayang buhaton ang mga pwede di ay nimo buhaton. Kumbaga you will live na kanang kag pagmahay sa imong kinabuhi. So as long as you can, and nagatuo ka sa imong sarili that you can make it, go for it. No what ifs na in the new normal, ilaban na nato. Thank you very much, MJ. Thank you very much, guys. Happy weekend.
Thank you, Kenn.
Let's go to La Union.
Bye-bye. Soon.